All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm actually reviewing another collaboration beer, and this one is between the Westbrook Brewing Company out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and Angry Chair Brewing out of Tampa, Florida, and this is their Zoose Joose. So this is what they are calling an Ambrosia-inspired sour wheat ale that is brewed with tangerine, pineapple, cherry, coconut, lactose, and marshmallows. Comes in at 4% alcohol by volume and 5 IBUs. And at the time of review, this beer is approximately 6 weeks old. So Westbrook Brewing Company, you guys know I dig what they do. I've reviewed a couple beers from them on the channel. Their Key Lime Pie Goza, one of my favorite beers of all time. Now, Angry Chair, I never had anything from them up until about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. I was at a share and my buddy Sean brought a crowler of their, I think it was their chocolate cupcake stout. It was an 8% imperial stout that was brewed with basically adjuncts to replicate a German chocolate cake. And it was one of the best beers I've had this year, if not the best beer I've had this year. So it made me a bit more excited to try more from them. So when I saw the collaboration with Westbrook and we were gonna get this locally, I picked up a can of it. I think this can though was like close to $6, so pretty expensive. There's a lot going on. If you've never had an Ambrosia Fruit Salad, basically it's fruit salad with like whipped cream or whipped topping in there. I've had it a couple times. I wouldn't quite say that it's delicious for me, but pretty solid. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. All kinds of fruits, all kinds of stuff. And we got that hashtag proper glassware. Although if there only are 50% of the beer, does that mean this is 50% hashtag proper glassware? I don't know. Does anyone care? Probably not. Give this a quick roll and then a pour. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I gotta try this because you guys know I like my fruited sours, and they call it a sour wheat ale, basically a Berliner Weisse. Is that not? Let me, come on. Oh, that's way different than I thought it would look. Wow. That's a crazy looking color. I did not expect that. Look at the Westbrook. Oh, my, look at that. Head's beautiful. So yeah, this has, I can't even really explain this color. It's like pink meets purple. I wouldn't necessarily call it like, it's like a light fuchsia. I don't know. This is a crazy color. I don't know how it's gonna come off on camera, but that is just fucking crazy looking. About a finger and a half of a very compact and creamy, like light pink head to it as well. Those cherries, I'd imagine, are probably, you know, I don't know how much they're using, but clearly the color screams cherries to me. And there seems to be very hazy and a lot of sediment and stuff. I mean, that's crazy looking. I don't know. I like that. I didn't expect that. I mean, so they say, what do they say is in here? They say tangerine, pineapple, cherry, coconut, lactose, and marshmallows. I would just say I see the cherries. I mean, maybe the tangerine, pineapple adding different hues and stuff, but whatever. Let's get a nose. That smells fucking divine. Holy shit. Listen, it smells like an Ambrosia Fruit Salad. Like I can't even explain. It smells like there's whipped cream in here. Yeah, cherries are the dominant presence. I'm getting a bit of marshmallow, which I've mentioned this before. I usually get vanilla beans, or I should say vanilla beans usually produce a marshmallow character for me. And when they use marshmallow in beers, and when I say they, I mean most breweries, usually comes off as just confectionery sweetness. This one comes off as actual marshmallows, and they're using marshmallows. It smells sweet, yet tart. I don't know what kind of cherries they're using, but it smells almost like they took like tart cherries and mix them with like sweeter cherries. Definitely pretty big on the pineapple. I picked it up on the last couple sniffs here. Oh, that smells, you know what though, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't smell like beer. I know a lot of you out there don't like the adjunct beers or the fruited beers and whatnot. I'll say this based on the nose, we'll get into the taste and whatnot, but if you're not a huge fan of like fruited beers or fruited sours or anything, you probably would hate this. I, on the other hand, love it. So we're going to see, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers. It's fucking delicious. It's like they took Ambrosia Fruit Salad, melted everything down, put a little bit of alcohol, maybe a little bit of tartness added to it, and threw it in a glass. And here we are. The body, I'm just going back for one more, hang on. The body, despite being only 4%, this drink, so this is like a lower side of medium to medium body. This actually has more heft to it. And I'd have to imagine the lactose, I won't say lactose is necessarily helping out. It's helping out the lactose with the creaminess of this. It's not overly creamy. It does have a decent amount of carbonation, but it is slightly soft, slightly creamy from the lactose and maybe even from the marshmallows themselves. I don't know. But yeah, so body and mouthfeel, pretty solid. I enjoy it. Mouthfeel better than the body, but the body is very surprising. The taste, though, it kind of follows the nose to a T. A lot of sweeter and tart cherry mixed together. That lactose and marshmallow, I don't know if they're working in conjunction with one another. I don't know if it's the marshmallow, I don't know if it's lactose, but you're definitely getting like a vanilla whipped cream taste to the beer right up front. And that's actually the thing that's left on my palate. It's pretty sweet, but there's also a nice tartness that it finishes with in conjunction with the vanilla. So you have the tartness, you have the vanilla finish, and then you have a sweetness. And what it makes for is a delicious fucking beer. Like, I don't even know. It's great. Really not picking up on the tangerine. And you guys know I love coconut, right? I didn't even mention it because usually coconut just, for me, when it's adjunct with a bunch of other stuff, a lot of times it's getting kind of lost in here. It's pretty much vanilla from the lactose, marshmallows, and the cherry. There's pineapple there. It was bigger on the nose than it is in the taste. Not really picking up on the tangerine, not really picking up on the coconut. I don't fucking care though, because it's delicious. This is delicious beer. There's not much more to say about this. If you like Ambrosia Fruit Salad, and you want to know what it tastes like in liquid, alcoholic liquid form, then you got to get this beer, especially if you like fruited sours, fruited Berliner Weisses, whatever. Now, I would say, based on taste alone, probably a 5 out of 5. I usually don't bring costs into this or availability or whatever. Here's the thing. This is almost $6 a can. It's 4%. Yeah, I know there's a lot going on, but that's expensive to pay for this. I mean, you're talking a 4-pack, if you could even buy a 4-pack. Most places I saw was single cans, so you can make your own 4-pack. 4-pack, you're talking after taxes and deposit and all that stuff, probably $25 plus. That's expensive. I don't know if the place I went to marked it up. I forgot where I purchased. I purchased in Rochester, New York, but I don't remember where. But yeah, I mean, even at $5 is expensive for a 4% beer. That said, this gets a 4.75 out of 5 all day for me. I assumed I was going to like this, as I told you, even from the aroma, but this is just delicious. I'm going to drink all this can in probably record amount of time. Not really, but I'm going to drink it pretty quickly, and I love it. So like I said, if you like Ambrosia Fruit Salad, you like fruited Berliner Weisses, give this a go. Keep in mind that it is a bit more pricey, but it is a collaboration between me personally, from what I've had from both of them. Pretty awesome brewery. So yeah, anyway, that was, what was it? Zoose Joose from the Westbrook Brewing Company in conjunction with Angry Chair Brewing, and I'm giving it a 4.75 out of 5. If you guys have had this one, let me know. Like Kyle from No Hype, this should have showed up in New York State. So be curious if you had it or anybody else in New York State or anybody that gets Westbrook. So anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. To the next one, cheers.